Hi, I had to pull up my notes. I've been so disorganized, I thought I'd write some notes down. I want to talk about what people say when they find out you have MS. This is everybody, people you work with, people you work for, people you want to be friends with, people you are friends with, your husbands, your wives. I have four groups of people, or at least four reactions, when people find out you have MS. The first group of people are the ignorants. They play dumb. I've never heard of that. Most of the time, they tend to back away from you because you must be contagious. Then there's the group of people that I call bad poker players. They're bad poker players because they're obviously bad at calling bullshit, and they immediately assume you're a liar, full of shit, and that you're making things up. Nice excuse. Yeah, right. And now everything you say is going to be a lie from now on. It really must be the worst poker players. Then there's the relation. There's somebody that they know that has MS. Oh yeah, my second uncle's wife on my mom's side has that. And I heard that she eats asparagus hearts to help control her symptoms. And my cousin had that. Yeah, I think that she died because of that. Yeah, then there's the accuser. I love these ones. They're the conspirator of the world. The disease is just a result of poor diet. Do you have mercury fillings? Have you been taking a lot of Splenda containing products? When was the last time you had a check for Lyme disease? Vaccines, fluoride containing toothpaste. I've heard it all, and trust me, no fillings. I do not have Lyme disease. My doctor tested for that. I haven't had a vaccine since I was a kid. I don't eat diet products. Obviously, I enjoy real food. But it's an interesting conversation to at least get into with people, because I do agree that there's probably a little bit of corruption in the food industry and the big pharma. I mean, money is money. But I wanted to share what I did nutrition-wise, as far as MS goes. I obviously enjoy chocolate and sweets. If you look at me, yes, I'm the healthiest granola. I'm sorry, the fattest granola. I know. That's what I would classify myself as. I'm fairly hippie. I eat very little meat. I don't eat red meat. If I have to make it for somebody in my family, I'll just scrape it off whatever I was eating and just go to town on the pasta. I eat very little dairy. What dairy I do eat is in my baked goods, if I have baked goods, or if I go somewhere else and have something with frosting on it, maybe there would be dairy in that. But I don't drink milk or anything like that. If I do have cheese, it's the raw, unpasteurized cheese I buy locally. Everything I do cook with or bake with is organic. We've even grown some of our own vegetables this year. I buy from a company called Accuser Standard, and once a month they deliver big truck to our town, and we pick stuff up, and that's where I buy most of my products. Obviously I buy a lot of sweets and chocolates. Oreos. They're all organic. Newman's Own. That for the win. I also take a vitamin because obviously I don't eat a lot of meat. It contains all your greens, seaweed, kelp. It's chewable. It's disgusting. I don't recommend it. Or you can just swallow it. Very cheap, very reasonable, and it certainly helps an awful lot with the energy. I have noticed that when I made this swap from my regular processed eating habits at the beginning of my diagnosis to all of the healthier foods, even the organic sugar, the unrefined cane sugar, was just a big difference physically. I'm still very tired. I still have moments where I'm very tired, but my fatigue has dropped off. I used to be on Provigil, and it didn't help at all. I was dead on my feet with Provigil. But as soon as I stopped taking that, stopped taking some of the other medicines I had been put on, and started focusing on my diet, I did notice a big change energy-wise. It hasn't really shown on my scans. So there might be something worth buying into when you've got the would-be hippies shoving their pamphlets in your face about fillings and diet. I use coconut oil sometimes in my baked goods. I've heard a lot of good things about the acids and the fats in coconut oil. I don't smoke. If I drink, it's very rarely. I do enjoy some wine, not very often, but I do enjoy wine. When I do go out to eat, because I'm not going to say no to going out for a dinner that I don't have to make. I tend to go to a place where I know that they serve real meat, they buy it locally, or I'll just have a salad. I don't drink soda, I drink lots of water, I still drink lots of coffee. I shouldn't drink coffee, it's too alkaline for the body, all that stuff. And I definitely swapped away from my fluoride toothpaste, which is causing some havoc on my teeth. I had to talk to a dentist about that. I actually stopped taking my shots. I was on Revif because I had some MRIs that in sequence showed some progression, and I've already got a disease that's fairly progressed. As far as MRIs go, I have dozens lit up like a Christmas tree, as my awesome, wonderful doctor said when he sat my ignorant husband down to talk about this disease. But I figured if the Rebif isn't helping like it's supposed to prevent more damage, then I should probably step back and see if there's something else I can do. And that's when I started going hardcore organic. I don't eat at McDonald's anymore. It's been about 7 months. The only fast food place is one in town that I know buys their meat from local ranchers. That's pretty awesome. If you have something like that locally, go for it. I know there's a lot of great healthier food restaurants, like in Houston there are some wonderful organic vegan restaurants, the best wraps. But definitely sit down and take a journal out and write down some of the stuff you're eating and see if you can help yourself out that way. And when you have people try to give you advice, they don't know what else to say. They're like a man. A woman should never tell a man her problems, because he's not going to say, I'm sorry. He's going to give her a list of things to do to fix it. And people don't understand the disease, and all they want to do is fix it. It's the only thing they can do. Of course, you have the know-it-alls, too, that just have to talk. Like me. Have a good weekend, week, whatever, and I hope that you come to some happy conclusion as far as your disease goes.